Hey Sarracenia forum, it's been a while since I've done a video update about things happening on the forum, and I figured now that I'm better, I might as well do one because there's a lot of things going on, and I thought we should talk about it, have this conversation. First of all, I'm sorry I've been AWOL for most of October. I had pneumonia for about 2 weeks, that was really bad. The first week I thought, it's just a cold or whatever, and then I actually went to the doctor and they told me I had pneumonia, and so I was on antibiotics for about a week, and even after I finished all the medicine, I had this really bad cough at night, and that took a few days to go away as well. Also, Comic-Con took up a lot of my time. If you haven't seen my Facebook, I was the Watcher. It's one of the celestial beings of Marvel for Comic-Con, and making that costume, out of clay, the amount of details I put in, the lighting effects that it had, just took a lot of my time going into October, and so I was out of it, man, to be honest with you. But I tried to keep up with everything on the forum, and some interesting things were happening. We started the giveaways. The Seedtober now turned into Seedvember, and that's exciting. We've given away, I think it was 11 or 12 packets of seeds already, and there's still a lot more to come well into December, so you guys can keep looking out for that. I know Eric started out his own giveaways. He's going to have 15 packets of seeds to give away, and other people are giving away seed packets and things too. There was one member, Sir Muncheriv or something like that, who's giving away already stratified seeds of Sarracenia purpurea subspecies purpurea. So that's exciting too. So if you want already stratified seeds that are ready to germinate as soon as you get them, look into that. Other members are giving away, sorry, not giving away, but selling extra seeds that they have, and that's always exciting too. We have, for example, Sergeant Sarracenia, who has a Sarracenia seed trade going on at the moment, and we also have a few other people who are selling seeds. Let me see, the spare seeds by OCP Addict. So yeah, there you go. That's for the sales section, it's a very busy section this time of year because of all the giveaways and all the sales going on in terms of people seed, and get them while they're fresh because that's always a good deal too. The fresher the seed, you'll have very good germination rates because of that. And a lot of new members on the forum, especially since I started the Facebook page, especially since I've been advertising the giveaways. And that's always fun because new people bring new products into the forum. I just wanted to highlight one or two people who came in within the past month or two. There was this guy named Alabamensis from Alabama, and he has this amazing artwork that he posted in his first post. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend going to his first post and seeing his artwork. The thread is called Hello from Alabama. It's in the introduction section. I know a lot of people skip over the introduction section. They're like, okay, new people, whatever. But it's really, really awesome, the stuff that he has to offer. Oh, the guy who's doing the Sarracenia purpurea stratified seed giveaway, he's from New Jersey. That's awesome. Say hi to him, and thank you for being awesome with this giveaway. One of the bigger updates that I think a lot of people have glossed over was actually in the general section. I didn't know where else to put it because it's not really a community project, but on Kickstarter right now there's a carnivorous plant documentary called Captivated: The Allure of Carnivorous Plants. It was started by Jonathan, who lives here in New York City, not me, a different Jonathan, and he's actually the owner of Midtown Carnivorous, but his Midtown Carnivorous is not associated with the actual documentary. What he wants to do is tell the story of 4 people who grow carnivorous plants in this lower New York area. So he wants to tell my story along with Ivan, who's a kid from high school, Eric, who runs Seymour's Carnivores, and there was one other person who uses carnivorous plants for artwork, and Matt has had his photographs of carnivorous plants shown in galleries and such. And so it's really important, if you want to support the Kickstarter, to go to the Kickstarter page and support it. My role in the documentary, if it is fully funded and if it goes through, would be to tell the story of the Sarracenia forum. So this is our opportunity to get like the history of the forum until this point, including what we've done in terms of the giveaways, what we've done in terms of the t-shirt sales, what we've done in terms of the auctions and how we've donated money to charities to conserve carnivorous plants in the wild. And so we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about some of the sales section, definitely how that changed our forum. We'll be talking about how our Facebook page has changed our forum, and just interesting things like how the forum got started and such. So if you're really interested in hearing the story of me and these other people who live in New York City or around New York City in terms of carnivorous plants, highly recommend that you help out with the Kickstarter. And even if you can't donate, just help spread the word by sharing the link to the Kickstarter on Facebook. He is going to be giving information about carnivorous plants, like facts, for people who really don't know much about the plant. So he's going to be talking about the fly traps and the pitcher plants and the sundews and cephalotus, different types of things, utricularia and pingricula. He's going to be giving out this information, and I know there are not a lot of good documentaries dealing with carnivorous plants. One of the ones that I've seen recently was Death Trap, was a nature episode, and it's really outdated, but the photography was amazing in that one, but it was really outdated, and I really think that what is needed now is something new. And I like the way that he's trying to combine it with a human aspect. Like, these are the people whose lives are affected by carnivorous plants. One guy has a forum, the other guy sells plants for a livelihood. This high school student has an interest in plants, and and this other person is using photographs as art of carnivorous plants. So if you're interested in any of our stories, again, just please help support the Kickstarter. A few other things for the forum. The winter is sort of like a downtime after the Sarracenia seed giveaways. There's really nothing going on until the t-shirts, where we are working on artwork and voting and doing all these things to get the t-shirts out. And while the t-shirts are a big part of the spring, right now during this part of winter, right after the seed giveaway, there's not much going on. So if you have any recommendations or anything you think would help the forum if it changed, let me know. You could send me a personal message. You could write it in the recommendations, in the ideas and suggestions board, and I'll have a look at it. Because the truth of the matter is, this is a good time this winter to work on changing the forum, so that when the spring comes and all the plants are coming to life, the forum will be better by that time. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in here at the end of the video as well. Then I'm always open to recommendations and suggestions for changing the forum. One of the suggestions that I've been thinking about was adding in the sales section a store subsection. So for example, people who always have plants for sale, like Mike Wang. Mike Wang has his thread of plants for sale. Sometimes that gets buried in the sales section, but if it had its own section, and there's not a lot of threads that are going to be added there, only people who always have Sarracenia for sale, or who have their list of Sarracenia that are always for sale and always being updated, then that would be that section there. But I didn't want to do it at the moment because there's a lot of giveaways and other things going on at the moment, so I figured that would be something that I'm rolling out in the winter. But if there's any other ideas that you guys have, let me know, and I'll look into it and I'll see what I can do. Alright, so that's about all. Happy growing, or if you're like me, northern part of the US, happy dormancy, I guess. Alright, see you guys.